Quizzy Wizzy! Today we're going to talk about some very rare and amazing natural phenomena.
Subscribe!
Are you ready? Let's begin. What is a small whirlwind of dust that runs across the desert called? Dust devil or tornado? Correct choice, dust devil. A dust devil is like a regular tornado that was supposed to take a nap but ate too much candy instead and decided to play pranks. It's a small vortex that picks up sand, dry leaves, and old newspapers spinning down the road. Unlike its big brother, the massive tornado, this guy is usually harmless, though it might steal your sun hat and toss it onto a tree. It's a pocket hurricane that loves to dance in empty parking lots and deserts when it gets bored. If you see one, don't expect it to transport you to the land of Oz. You'll most likely just end up shaking a pound of sand out of your sneakers. What is the sand called that hums or sings when you walk on it? Singing sands or dancing dunes? The winning answer is singing sands. Singing sands happen when you're walking on a beach and it sounds like someone is playing a broken violin under your feet or humming like a giant swarm of bees. In reality, the grains of sand are just rubbing against each other. But it sounds like the desert is trying to sing you a lullaby, albeit without words or a sense of rhythm. This is a very rare talent for ordinary sand. Most of them only know how to get in your eyes and ruin your sandcastles. If these dunes participated in a talent show, they'd definitely make it to the final, even though their repertoire consists of just one very long and monotonous note. What is a huge wall of dust that blows into a city called? Breeze or haboob? Correct answer, haboob. A haboob is when the desert decides to move into the city in under a minute. Imagine a giant brown wall of dust and sand as tall as a skyscraper racing towards you like an angry sofa. In an instant, the sun disappears and it gets as dark as inside a closet. This isn't just wind, it's a real holiday for vacuum cleaners. If you forget to close your window during a haboob, you'll be able to plant potatoes right on your carpet. The most important thing is not to try and outshout a haboob. Otherwise, you'll end up with so much sand in your mouth that you'll become a tiny desert yourself. It's powerful, scary, and very, very dusty. What is the moon called when it suddenly turns bright red? Fire moon or blood moon? The answer is blood moon. A blood moon is when our nightly companion decides to change her look and put on some bright makeup. In reality, this happens during an eclipse when the earth blocks the moon from the sun and only the reddest light from our sunsets reaches her. It looks a bit spooky, like the moon ate too much strawberry jam or just got really embarrassed. In ancient times, people would hide under their beds, thinking the moon was mad at them, but we know better. She's just wearing her fanciest evening gown, so we'll stay up a bit longer and look at the sky. What are those ice patterns on the sea that look like white roses? Hoarfrost or ice flowers? Correct choice, ice flowers. Ice flowers are the most beautiful thing you can find in the Arctic, provided you're not afraid of freezing your nose off. When it's super cold outside, but the seawater is still warm, tiny crystals grow on the thin ice, looking like perfect white blossoms. The whole ocean starts to look like a giant flower bed grown by Jack Frost himself. It's a pity you can't give these flowers to your mom. They're so fragile, they crumble at a single touch. And at home, they turn into a regular puddle in a second. It's a brief but beautiful secret of the cold sea that can only be seen during the harshest frost. What is the place called where lightning strikes almost every night for 10 hours? Catatumbo Lightning or Storm Alley? The answer we're looking for. Catatumbo Lightning. Catatumbo Lightning is a spot in Venezuela where the sky's light switch is clearly broken. Imagine, almost every night, a grand light show begins that lasts for 10 hours straight. It flashes so often that you can see the light from hundreds of kilometers away and use it like a lighthouse. It's as if the sky decided to take a million selfies with the flash on in one night. The locals have probably long since gotten used to sleeping in eye masks because their nights are brighter than the day. If you love thunderstorms, that's the place for you. But don't forget to bring a lightning rod. What is a rainbow called that appears at night in the light of the moon? Starry arc or moonbow? The correct one is moonbow. A moonbow is a rare guest that comes out for a stroll when regular rainbows have been fast asleep for hours. It appears when there is a full moon in the sky and mist or rain in the air. It's not as bright as the daytime version. Often it looks white or silvery, like the ghost of a normal rainbow. You have to try really hard to spot it and have eyesight like an owl. It's like a secret level in a video game. It's only available to those who aren't afraid of the dark and love looking at night waterfalls. Real magic for those who miss the matinee show. What are the clouds called that hang from the sky like bubbles or clusters? Cumulus clouds or mammatus clouds? Correct answer. Mammatus clouds. Mammatus clouds are clouds that look as if the sky decided to turn into a giant sheet of bubble wrap. They hang down in round bulges, and it feels like if you poke them with your finger, cotton candy would fall out or milk would pour down. Scientists call them mammatus. But we know they're just marshmallow clouds that ate too much rain. They usually appear after a heavy thunderstorm as a sign that the worst is over. And now you can just admire the bubbly ceiling in the sky. What is the name of the volcano where the lava flows bright blue? Aegean or Etna? Correct choice. Aegean. Mount Aegean is a total trickster. Looking at it at night, you might think you've landed on another planet or in an alien movie. Its lava glows with a neon blue color. In reality, the lava there is normal red, but there is so much sulfur in the volcano that it catches fire and burns with a bright blue flame. It looks like flowing electricity or blueberry jam that decided to get extremely hot. During the day, this volcano looks ordinary, but as soon as the sun sets, the blue magic begins. Just don't try to refill your highlighter with this liquid. It's much more dangerous than it looks. What is the only rock in the world that doesn't sink in water? Pumice or granite? Correct answer. Pumice. Pumice is a rock that forgot it's supposed to be heavy and sink. It's born during a volcanic eruption when lava cools so quickly that millions of air bubbles get trapped inside. It's basically a stone sponge. If you throw a piece of pumice into the ocean, it'll float on the surface like a rubber ducky in a bath. You might even find it in your bathroom. Adults use it to make the heels smooth, but in reality, it's a genuine piece of an ancient volcano. If rocks had a swimming race in a pool, pumice would always win, simply because it's too lazy to hit the bottom. The hardest challenge yet. Find 6 differences between the top picture and the bottom picture. Let's try. How many differences have you already found? Are you doing well? Now let's check them together. The first difference, in the top picture, the dragon has chains hanging from both legs. In the bottom picture, the chain hangs from only one leg. The second difference, in the top picture, a flower is growing. In the bottom picture, the flower is missing. The third difference, on the knight's shield, in the top picture, there is a red gem. In the bottom picture, the gem is blue. The fourth difference, the knight's sword is much shorter in the top picture than in the bottom picture. The fifth difference, on the dragon's castle in the top picture, there is a branch growing. In the bottom picture, there is no branch. The sixth difference, the dragon's eyes are different. In the top picture, the dragon looks surprised with wide open eyes. In the bottom picture, his eyes look normal. Did you find all 6 differences? Like and subscribe